all-time highs, and we're also blitzing your fucking girl. It is what it is. Everything's fucking mooning. King is mooning. Polshe's mooning. We are absolutely crushing it. This is what we live for. We're not here just to make money. We're here to build fucking legacy here on the Trenches live stream. So like I said, guys, follow all the homies. Share this live stream out. Comment 3 friends down below that you think should be in here. Also, comment 3 extra friends that are fucking coping right now because they keep fading our plays. Mo, what is up, my man? How we doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Last time I talked to you guys, I was a little worried about where maybe Sonic was headed, and they had a very interesting 24 hours, 48 hours. They elected one of their the community's big favorites to the head of the ecosystem, and overnight, $200 million was ported in. And that value went up from 400 million total lock value to 600 million total lock value. Overnight, it pumped from, I think, 28, 29 cents to almost 36, 37 cents. And then, you know, all good pumps can't be left alone. And so there's been now a retracement off that. Sonic is super fucking excited. Everybody's just off their rocker with excitement. The NFTs are now trading from the airdrop. You can bid on some discounted Sonic to get the future from the airdrop that's vesting. It's getting exciting in Sonic. So I'm doing good. Fucking Pulse Chain's popping. All of our favorite shit's popping. All-time high TFC is here again. And all-time high TFC Tim is here. I loved it, and I was just going to walk past it. I got to come back and correct that.
Yeah. I gotta tell you,
man. It's a good week. Let's fucking go.
I gotta say one thing about TFC. I got so much shit for shilling that chart. It was unbelievable. But the greatest feeling in the world was when it got up to a $20 million market cap. And that's just like a big fuck you to all you fucking idiots that faded that project. Tim, you created a phenomenal project. The pump mills were there, low liquidity pump. I mean, to be honest with you, a 5-year-old could have figured out how this fucking plays out. So it is what it is. And like I said, probably going to be one of the top projects from Pulse Chain. Calling it right now.
That's what we're doing, man. I mean, we got the plan, we got the team. You know, it's just clockwork. It doesn't even take brains, man. It just takes, guts and loyalty and just a willingness to do what's required, man. I could teach a kid how to do this.
Yeah. I think what it really comes down to, man, is not getting greedy with this shit, because y'all set this thing up so that you had the right people in, and it slowly just did a slow, gradual cook like this. And now you got a community behind it, and with the community behind it, you got the marketing and all that stuff. Any thoughts on that?
We all agreed getting rich is not the goal. It's just another part of the plan. When people make getting rich their goal, they stab everyone else in the back, and everything is a race to the bottom. And this is why everything pumps and dumps, because everybody's out for themselves. Everybody wants to get rich, and that's all that matters. That there's no other end game. With us, that's not the end game. It's just another step in the plan. And it just works.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you see this little guy right here? Don't worry about that little guy right there.
Yeah, check out the chart.
Oh my god. Okay.
Go to the little arrow. Yeah, down the monthly.
Yeah. Oh, there's a red candle in the monthly chart. Ah!
Hey, you see that little guy right there? I wouldn't worry about that little guy right there.
What are you doing, man? We're 2 hours into the month and we're already in the red.
Oh God. Look, man, you clearly made a failure here. This is we're gonna have to pack it in. Good Lord, what a chart. Where do you see a chart like this? Like Hexa and the Pulsium charts are great. Nothing comes close to this.
You can't even see the first candle. You got to zoom in on the chart a little bit. The first candle is just a little green dash.
Bro. This is just, I mean, like, even like the daily, like when you look at this fucking daily, like, what are you doing? Like, more and more to the question, what is everyone else doing?
Stupid.
Because, good Lord, fucking selling their own coin, market selling their own coin.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
dude, if people would have.
Where'd he
You
go?
there? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
so
Can
all
you
right,
hear
so
me?
Tim glitched out of the matrix. Okay, I was just double checking.
All right, this is what happens when you make all-time highs. People get scared, they feel threatened, and they start throwing darts at you.
Yeah, I'm about to
Tim might have
screenshot.
gotten EMP'd.
I'm about to screenshot. That's like
Do
one
it.
of the funniest phases I've ever seen Tim make.
Do it. That's a blackmail screenshot right there.
Oh hell yeah!
You're gonna make a lot of gifts out of that one. But just know it'll be a green candle going into his mouth. Nothing else. Don't. Huh? Nothing.
Cool.
All right. Well, let me pull Tim off until he gets his internet back up. Yeah. So how about that TFC? It almost hit 30 million yesterday market cap.
It did hit $30 million market cap yesterday. When I woke up, it was $30 million market cap.
Did it?
Yep. And then it went down a little bit to like
It's just under 29.92. God damn. Yeah, that's a rounding error. Literally 30 million market cap. Bro, let me just say this. All right, you ready? It's less than a 10x from $250 million market cap.
Yep.
250 million is less than 10x away from here.
And also, just to add to that, you know, Polshin is just starting its pump, and we're still trading and catching a bottom right now, and we're trying to confirm the breakout. So, dude, just wait for a 10x on Pulse, man. Like, you guys are about to learn about heart slot real quick. So,
Yeah.
Tim, I was talking about how you're less than a 10x from $250 million market cap, and Chris is going, yeah, and in this environment, we're not stopping there. Like, my God, that's just a stepping stone on the way to where this thing's going.
Dude,
$1 billion.
Pulse only has to do a 200x to go to a penny. My coin costs 580 Pulse per coin right now. If Pulse were a penny, that'd be $5.80. Like,
Nope.
how the hell is Pulse? Dude, if my freaking Bumble freak butt can do a 600-700x, why can't the greatest network in the world do a 200x? It's like, come on, guys, what's the deal, man?
Well, I'll tell you what. What does it feel like to you these last couple of days, this last week or so?
Well, it's nice.
I don't know about you, but
it's nice to see the suck reverse a little bit. But I mean, come on. I mean, a 2x. I mean, Pulse went from did a 2x. That's nice, but come on.
It's just a start. Well, have you seen some of the posts from Liberty Finance? They're having record bridge numbers almost every day.
And that's good news. I've used Liberty Swap, and that is an awesome program. I mean, that is great. So they're really doing something awesome. So, yeah. Just got to be a little patient.
They're creating bridges from the most popular chains straight to Pulse Chain. I bridged straight from base to Pulse Chain. It's amazing. It's fucking great. I did one base where I had to swap out of that into base, and then from base I could then bridge to Pulse Chain. But I was like, man, I just need to bridge straight to Pulse Chain from this chain, but it didn't have it. But base has it now, and I'm like, yes, base is a fucking bridge to Pulse Chain. That's so huge, especially with what's coming up here with this summer with the base app and everything they're doing. They're just pouring all that effort and money into it. Having a bridge straight from base to Pulse Chain. I mean, what do you think is going to happen if like PDI start? Like, I'm going to get speculative, but what do you think happens when PDI starts, running crazy numbers, or if PulseWrap Bitcoin gets anywhere close to like even a quarter of a parity? Like, can you imagine if PulseWrap Bitcoin was $10,000? what like people from base, those meme coin fucking junkies, all those degens would be fucking running over here as fast as they could. So I love seeing all the bridges. But yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't
the last thing I just want to say about TFC. So if you look at the liquidity pool, it's about 225K worth of Pulse. So if Pulse is a 5x, then the value of the Pulse and that liquidity pool is going to be about $1 million. So that's that's pretty nuts, man. I don't think many people really wrap their head around it yet, but it's going to take that 5x for them to finally get it. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I'm wondering.
I think it's like what you were saying.
I'm wondering if we could pull off 42 cents by the end of this year. We're 2 cents. I mean, we went from 2 cents. We touched 3 cents in like this week. So that, Pulse doesn't have to go up very much for us to do that. And that'd be freaking phenomenal if we did. To do a 10,000x just a couple of months. That's insane.
Well, Tim, and the last thing I just want to say about that is $1 is a big psychological level. So if it hits 42 cents, it's 90% chance it's going to go to $1. So
yeah, bro. You're racing P-Dye to $1.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like
42 cents is FUD.
Nice.
One thing I notice about these post chain whales, they really like to start bidding once they see $1 million in the liquidity. They'll watch it the whole time from a 1K market cap and will not touch it until they got $1 million in liquidity. I've seen it multiple times already.
Wow.
Yeah, there's lots of psychological levels like that. And that chart is a psychological fucking FOMO event just looking at it. Chris, do you remember when you called it?
Gook called that.
Yeah, Gook called it.
Yeah.
My bad. I apologize, Gook. Do you remember when you called it?
Yeah, 2.8 mil.
Dang.
I didn't get into it at 2.8, but I probably got into it between like 3 and 5. Yeah, I'm like, now I'm like, man, I could have mortgaged my fucking house and fucking champion right now. God dang it. This was not my full port. This should have been my full port. I was talking about a full port I did a while ago. This was not it. This would have been much better. Damn it. Hey, so anyway, congratulations, Tim, at the continued all-time high TFC run you keep continuing to make. I do not suspect it's going to slow down anytime soon.
No. We're just getting started, man. I have a real website being cooked by a real dev right now. We're going to have a website that's not going to look like a 6th grader's homework assignment like our current website looks like. We actually have a real website cooking.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm that person that as the city builds around me, no, I want my little mom and pop shop to stay. I don't want it to go and become the new fancy newfangled thing with all your AI cash registers. No, I want my little mom and pops. So you know what? I like your little website, and you should like tuck it away into a corner for like the OGs.
Well, the new website is going to contain all that content. It's just going to look more professional. And it's going to have other things, other options, other pages. There's going to be a page describing the construction company and how that came into existence and all that. There's going to be a merch page. It's just going to be a more integrated site, but it's going to have all the original content on it.
I'm going to out myself as my age. Do you remember that terrible movie, The Net, with Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
I want like a little pixel at the top of the screen that I can click on, and then it sends me to that original page.
I'll talk to the dev about
that. I'm just saying. Anyway, congratulations, Tim. I can't wait to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, me neither. Thanks. And you know what? You guys, like, this is the only stream I get that I'm invited on. Like, everybody else has ghosted me. Nobody else out there is like, dude, let's talk. Nobody. You guys are the only ones. So it's like, that means a lot to me, man, because I've been in this space for almost 14 years.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but this is a universe play. I'm sorry, Chris, but this is a universe play, bro. This is how I found it. Bro, count how many tweets I ever put out. Show me your tokens. I don't put out content like that. That
Right.
day I did. You understand? Everybody came and started shilling me with graphics, with tokenomics, and everything else. Tim put 3 letters on the damn reply. TFC. That was it. And I'm like, TFC, what the hell is this? So I go and I start looking at it. And I go and see the website got nothing to do with no TFC. So I'm like, what the hell, bro? And I'm like, you know what? I'm aping because this is the type of stuff that it catches my attention. It makes no sense to me. I've watched this pin video and that's it. I'm in. And it worked out pretty well, bro. So this is why I tell people, do not fade the universe. That stuck out to me. I put out that tweet for a reason. So it was like all this stuff, it just fell right into place. And look where we at now.
Right on, man.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say before we move on, I think a lot of these guys are scared of you, man, because when you have a chart like this and you've been around for a minute, that's extremely deadly. And there's a lot of gatekeeping in the Hex and Pulse chain community, which kind of sucks because they've been gatekept by ETH and Bitcoin for so long. They'll do it to these like little guys because if they give them a platform and let them rise, then they'll take all their market share away from them, and they don't want to put like a smart guy like you up on a platform. And it's something I've seen. I call them out on it. I will start listing names. There's some people I will go at, but not right now. It's all about timing. So it is what it is. And I'm just glad I see you win, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, and I want everyone else to win too. We're all in this together.
Nice. Chris, Moneymaker Bish was asking what Hart's Law is.
So the best way to explain Hart's Law, when you go on these blockchains, you have the main gas token. And for Pulse chain, it's going to be Pulse. And on Ethereum, you got ETH. Now, I don't want to say specifically Pulse because we haven't seen it really perform like to a crazy amount. But if you were to look at ETH way back in, I would probably say 2015, 2014, what you saw was a bunch of tokens launched on top of it. And their main liquidity pool was with Ethereum. Soon after that, Ethereum did like a 50 to 100x. And all the projects tied to Ethereum did the same multiplier effect. So to explain Hart's Law, when the layer 1 blockchain has a massive explosion in price performance, that translates to all the altcoins that have its main liquidity pairing to the main layer 1 blockchain, a gas token. Now, keep in mind that can be there are small examples for different projects and stuff like that. But just for this specific example, when we talk about Hart's Law, we're specifically talking about Pulse chain.
Legit. Just to dovetail, she's got another question. Any thoughts on Hex and the incoming marketing on that?
Not a lot of people are gonna like me what I'm about to say, but I gotta pull up a quote. I gotta pull up a quote from Johnny, and he said, "Hey, the difference between TFC and Hex is Hex has like over 100,000 holders. So my big problem with Hex right now, we had a massive shakeout. We're seeing these stakes getting emergency end staked. So I'm not like that. Well, I think Hex will do well, but it's not going to do as well as the new Pulse chain altcoins. Like, I think PTGC is going to do better than Hex. I think TFC is going to do better than Hex. I think King is going to do better than Hex. That's what I believe. So if you like, the only thing in the Hex ecosystem I would get is Hexa, because Hexa builds liquidity and you can earn Hex tokens in reflection. So I believe Hexa is going to be your best play on top of Hex. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I have Hexa, and by getting in and holding it, I'm almost at $200 in PHEX that I've earned in reflections. Yeah, so if the whole system keeps running, that could be awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you can spend as much money on marketing as you want, but if you ain't printing green candles, it's a waste. People aren't stupid. People that are going to buy an asset, they're going to look at its price performance. If they see suck, There's no marketing in the world that's going to convince them otherwise.
And here's my other big thing about Hexa, and this is going to be like the mental breakdown of a lot of these Hex maxis, is when they realize that you're getting paid more in the reflection than from staking Hex in of itself. And not many people figure that out yet. So when they figure that out, then oh my god, it's gonna be crisis mode. So it is what it is.
Wait. Go ahead and say that one more time.
Not many people have figured out that you're earning more Hex holding the Hexa token in reflection payouts than actually staking your Hex and earning it through a stake. Not many people figure that out yet.
Wow.
Like my Hex reflection right now is making more than like a 15-year Hex stake in yield. So it is what it is.
Wow, that's epic. It's a nice chart. I'm gonna have to give Tim the respect that he deserves because he's here. It's not a beautiful chart like his, but it's a nice chart. It hit an all-time high of just above 800K last night, and then like I say, all green candles. Unless you're TFC, all green candles must come to an end. Apparently, at least.
Hey, Mo, I want to rub this in a little bit more. My my Hex Maxi friends, I know they watch. They'll never comment or acknowledge me, but hit the little Hex measure in Hex real quick. So not only are you earning more in your Hex payout, in the ratio of Hexa versus Hex, you're even quadrupling it. So the amount of returns I'm getting in Hex holding Hexa isn't linear. It's exponential, motherfuckers.
I'll give you another good example of that, right? So I always said to myself, bro, I'll never be no Hex millionaire, right? Next thing you know, E-Hex is where it's at now. You can buy millions for cheap, right? So I said to myself, okay, all these E-Hex guys, they're bridging the pulse and they're buying the P-Hex, right? So I'm never going to be able to get millions of P-Hex, bro. I'm not going to be putting my money in that. Well, guess what? I didn't have to, bro. Hex A is giving it to me, bro. I'm pretty much there now. So it's like, yes, let's go, bro.
Damn.
Hey guys, do me a favor, check the private chat.
On
Deal
it.
that real quick. Yeah, legit. I am not a Hexa millionaire, but the longer I hold, this is getting better and better. I didn't know how well you would do by holding Hexa compared to actually having a Hex stake. That's pretty wild. Let's hope that doesn't get clipped out and shared. That would be rough for some people. But that's legit.
Yeah. And I could also do this with Pulse with the BLTC token, but we'll keep it at the Hex token because I know that kind of burns a little bit with those guys. So it is what it is.
Legit. Shout out to MBS Crypt. Has a very, very good Pulse Chain newsletter goes out every week. It's about the most extensive thing you could read on Pulse Chain. Give you all the news you could ever need as a newcomer. Also gives you a lot of people to follow in the system. So a very, very good person to follow. Okay, what should we talk about next? You got any new stuff you want to talk about, or you want to hold that in for a little bit? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll talk about Lina, get you guys' thoughts on it, and then just run through some charts. I know a lot of guys want to talk about charts. We got some market depression going on right now, so maybe get some bottoms or something. What do you guys think?
There's not market depression in TFC.
Oh yeah, no. Like TFC and the Pulsium ecosystem, our apps are doing so great right now. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull up this new airdrop going on for Lina, and then just show you guys.
Airdrop.
So no, yeah. Well, so here I'm gonna pull this up.
That's fresh in my recent history. I'm a little sensitive on airdrops.
Yeah, well, I'm not necessarily going for the airdrop. I think the big thing that I'm looking for is a potential blockchain that might be a great place to degen. Because one thing me and Goo love to do is like to find new ecosystems, new narratives, all that stuff. And there is some potential for Lina to be a target. Now they're doing basically an airdrop, and as most of you guys know, I'm not a big fan of airdrops. I actually avoid them. I think 95% of them go to shit. Like Sonic was not good. I love Sonic. I think Sonic blockchain going to be good, but that airdrop was a little bit rough. And then same with like Arbitrum and Optimism. Those were really rough airdrops as well. But there have been some good ones like PTGC and all that stuff. So I just don't want to make, I want to make it clear. There's different scenarios for airdrops. But the one thing that I like about Lina is that they're introducing a token, well, that's going to be receiving some of the yield from the chain. So basically these layer 2s, when they approve transactions off chain, they earn a small fee. And so that fee that's generated by the chain, 20% of it could be used to burn Ethereum. 80% is going to be used to burn the Lina token. So this is the first layer 2 token that's going to have a buyback. And what's great about this buyback is it actually burns the token off the market. The foundation doesn't hold it. And supposedly 85% of the tokens are going to basically get distributed to everyone in the Lina ecosystem. So it has the same distribution as Ethereum. So overall, I like Lina. I'm going to watch this airdrop. I'm not going to be like shilling it too hard. I want to see with this ecosystem, if we start to see a massive blow up, a lot of on-chain liquidity coming in. And I also have been checking like the meme coins and stuff like that. So any thoughts on Lina from the panel or anyone?
I'm fascinated by it. I mean, whenever you tell me to start looking at something, I'm going to look at it. I'm definitely going to look at it, more post airdrop and see how that shakes out. But yeah, I'm excited.
I like it. I like it, bro. I call it linear. So I've always liked linear. I think I want to borderline say the universe is kind of pulling me to it. Like it really is. I was there before. We did okay. Then we got wrecked and I left. Now I'm seeing Joe Lubin and them talking about all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, bro, I'm ready to go back, bro. So I still haven't went back yet because it's like, I'm being very, very calculated right now. I kind of feel like I know where things are going just because I kind of been on point with a lot of this shit. So I kind of just want to hold off right now because it's like Blood Moon season is coming. We had the chance to buy the dips. You know what I mean? The dips are gone. 3,800K. I mean, 3,900 ETH to 3,600 is not a dip. Unless you're leverage trading, right? But I do think we get some good dips in September, and that's when I told you. I said in September, I'm buying everything, bro. That 160 token watch list that you got over there, bro. We got to get like at least $500, $1K into all of that shit, bro.
Yes, sir. Nah, I agree, man. I think Goo's 100% right. September 8th should be on everybody's calendars because when that market event comes in, you will have a huge opportunity to literally make some life-changing gains. So, and I definitely think we'll do a live stream shortly after if you guys are up for it. When the market drops, we just get on a live stream, bro. And we just call bottoms left and right. What do you think?
Yeah, bro.